so excited to share with you all the plans we have on Sewing with Kristene, sponsored by US Fabric Shop, to help you create some awesome projects for you or your family and friends. So we have been spending some time talking with all of you about what you would like to make, how you would like to go about making your projects, and just talking with you in general about the times in which you sew and how you go about making your projects. And we have created for you some project kits that come along with a video class. They come with tutorials, and they also come with some online Q&A sessions. So we have heard from many of you that you're busy, and finding time to take a class is often difficult if you're going to take that class in person. The times that the class may be offered are not the times that you can attend, and so on. So we have created these project kits and classes that we think will work just for you. So let's talk about them a little bit. I have this nice bag here by Annie. This bag happens to be for storing an iron. And as an example, this is one of the kits that you may find on our website. So how will it work? You would go to usfabricshop.com and purchase the kit. And when you purchase that kit, you would get all of the materials that you need to make the project. All the fabric, all the zippers, all the little details of little D-rings and things like that. You would get all of that in with your kit. All you would need is your sewing machine and your basic sewing tools, some thread, that sort of thing. But your interfacing, your stabilizer, your fabric, your webbing, everything you need would come to you. So it eases the time that you may need to spend to pick out all of the items for your project. And that's one of the things we heard from all of you, is making it easy for you to sew is really helpful. So you would go and you would pick your project kit. When you order online, all of your materials would be shipped directly to you. So you would get all of your project materials, and you would also get an email. And in that email, you're going to get a link to a video class. You can watch the class as many times as you would like to make your project. Oh, in your project kit, you're also going to get the pattern. So not only are you getting the class, you're going to get the pattern. You're going to get a tutorial as well. That tutorial is going to go over a particular skill needed for that particular project. So in the case of this bag, there's several zippers. The tutorial you're going to get will be on zipper installation, and it will have lots of tips and tricks for you when you're installing zippers, and you'll be able to put those to use when you're making the project. And then perhaps the most unique and exciting thing that you're going to get is you're going to have the ability to join 2 sessions online. So again, you don't have to leave your house. You'll be able to join those sessions. They'll be offered at different times throughout the days, weekdays, weekends. And at those sessions, you'll be able to come and ask questions about your project. Maybe you ran into a little bit of trouble somewhere on your project. We can help you. Maybe you have a little bit, you want to make a customization to your project. Maybe there isn't a pocket where you'd like to add a pocket, for example. We can talk through that with you and how you would go about doing that. Maybe you're in the middle of making your project, and something didn't go quite right. Just come and ask, and we'll talk about it. And not only are you going to be on that online session, there's going to be other people there as well. So you're going to get to see the projects that they've made. You're going to get to hear what experience they may have had. Maybe they're making the same project as you and ran into the same, questions as you have. You'll be able to hear that from them. Maybe they will be able to offer you a way to do it that's a little bit different than what the pattern says or what Kristene says. The idea is we all learn from each other. We learn from the community. So you will begin to build up a community of other people that you can work with on your different projects. And I'm really excited about that. That's what I'm most excited about. Lots of places have kits, lots of places have video classes that are recorded. But being able to connect with the people both the teacher of the class as well as others in the community, I think that that's where we all learn and that's where we all grow, and that's what I'm really excited about. So I hope that you will join us in one of the classes and come to the Zoom session and share your experience and learn from other people's experience. So let's talk a little bit more about the types of projects that you're going to see coming to you through our So Confidently program. I want to show you, and we all know that US Fabric Shop has every college team fabric that's out there, and many pro team, lots of military fabrics as well. So we're going to be making projects with those fabrics. One of the first ones is going to be a team quilt. So you can see I've got some UNC fabric here because I happen to be in North Carolina. We're going to make a quilt out of some UNC fabric, and it's great for beginners because it hides a lot of the areas that you may think aren't perfect. You don't see a lot with this quilt pattern. So it's a perfect gift to make for someone for Christmas. Or to keep for yourself while you're watching football or basketball, right? So we're going to do a lot of that. We even have a much simpler option where you don't even have to make the quilt top. It's called a simple quilt or a cheater quilt. You may have heard of it. The fabric's all printed for you, and it just helps you make a quilt from beginning to end. We're going to be doing that type of a project as well. We are going to make some great holiday projects. This is a table runner. One of the things that I find as a quilter is you buy a different ruler and you make one project with it, and then you're like, what am I ever going to do with that ruler again? Well, unless you happen to like that pattern, I suppose you could make that pattern again. We're going to use a curved ruler to make curved shapes, and we're going to do multiple projects. There's a table runner for the holidays. There is a Santa Claus wall hanging that you guys are just gonna love. And then my favorite, as we all know, I love flamingo. There is an awesome flamingo wall hanging kit and class that I can't wait to share with all of you. It's so exciting. So I hope that this little video gives you an overview of the So Confidently kits and classes that we have ready for all of you. And in the upcoming couple of days, keep a lookout for another video where you will come behind the seams. You like that little pun? Behind the seams with Sewing with Kristene, and we'll talk a little bit more in detail about how these class videos will work to give you a better understanding of what you'll find when you purchase one of the kits and classes, how the class videos will work, what the whole process is. So be on the lookout for my behind the seams video coming up over the next couple of days, and I look forward to getting to know all of you as part of our community of sewers here at Sewing with Kristene, and I'm just really excited to share this upcoming adventure with all of you. So look forward to seeing you all, and be on the lookout for behind the seams. Talk to all of you soon. Bye.